Today I will shorten a dress, so I decided to take 2 centimeters off, and then we need another 1 centimeter for the seam allowance. So I will mark all around 2 centimeters. I marked 2 centimeters all along with the chalk, and now I will do a little notch here just to, yeah, and then I go around and I cut the 2 centimeters. Don't be afraid to cut, as long as you keep the fabric straight and you follow. You see, your scissor is straight, so you cannot get wrong. Look. Just follow your little marks. And go round. I cut the 2 centimeters all around. Now I'm looking inside. Always, you see, inside there is a secret stitch, because you need at a certain time to turn the garment inside out to be able to sew like this. Yeah, so I have to put the pieces now the right side to the right side. Yeah, so I will start from this, and I turn the right side at the seam with the right side at the seam, and I pin it together, and I will start to sew from here all around as much as I can, because at a certain time I will need to leave a part of the garment unsewn, because you see we sew to have then the stitch and the raw edges inside. Yeah, so I can sew for so long here. I will just go with the 1 centimeters all around, and when I have to stop, I will stop, and I will show you how I put the fabric through this little secret gap that I showed you earlier, and then I continue and I finish, and then I go back and I close this one because it's inside. Okay, nobody will see it. I start and I pin the hem together, yes, edge to edge, and then I will start to sew. I will show you. So I will start to sew from here. Yeah, just the easiest way is to put the foot down and have the edge of the fabric here, and this will be your seam allowance, because it's enough. And if you want a little bit bigger, you just change the needle to go to the left. So I will go to 1 actually, and here I'll have exactly 1 centimeter. Yeah, so I put the needle in, I take the pin out, and then I start to sew. Make it straight, make sure that you have both edges together, and usually I help myself with an unpicker, you see, like this, and I start to sew, and this will be my hem, and open, and you arrange it in front of you. Yeah, again, and again, the same thing. Don't stretch, separate, stretch the 2 sides together, because otherwise you'll end up with one side longer than the other. Now I go to the seam, so I will stop and I will reverse, and I will take the fabric out, the skirt out, and I will start to sew in the other direction. So now I start to sew from where I start, but instead to go this direction, I'll go this direction as far as I can. So now I sew to the other seam in the other direction. I reverse, and I have to take the dress out, because the gap is closing on me, you see. I can't go any farther here. So I will show you how I turn inside the little secret stitch part, and I continue. So now, as you can see, I sew almost all around the two parts together, but I have this still this gap to sew. So I will turn it and I will sew it through this little open hole, and then I will finish this one. Now I put my hand through the gap and I will bring the part of the skirt that I need to continue to sew out through it. And then you see I can continue to sew this little gap that was left. And then I turn it inside out and I will finish the little secret hole. Okay? So I go back to the side, and you see, because I respect the size, my two skirts, because there are two parts here, they are not twisted, they are perfectly on top of each other. These are some little threads that try to disturb me. Okay. And look, I have just to here, and I finish out perfectly in the same place. That's it. I stop here because I reversed before, so I don't need to reverse now. And now I turn it inside out. Look, I turn it just inside out. Yes, I turn it out. And then I look for my gap, which is here, and I'll go and I'll sew it. And that's it. I finish the inside out sewing through this little gap. Okay, so this one you sew it like this. You go very much on the margin, reverse, and now go forward, and you put the two parts together, edge to edge, and sew very much on the margin, very much. Because you just need to close this gap. It will not be seen, it's inside of the dress. And you have to finish up here. That's it, and reverse. And I'll show you that my skirt is sewn now, and I'll go and press it, because always when you sew you have to press. So I finish my hem all around, and I will open, and I will start to press these parts on top of each other. Okay? And this will be my short skirt.